it brings is personal.
Julie, don't now.
It carries so much hate, and it's... He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big... You still believe there's some... He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't... Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to... Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change. Wonders if you like to... But that's not... Gizmo says it's taken a long... He can't leave the underyard as he has... You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mectons strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. This is no way to live, but keep at it anyhow. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. This is harder than it looks. Pounding your chest won't help. Like walking down a trail. Feels good on you? He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an... He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very... Fine time to be outside. You feel like you've figured it out. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy. just like himself. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. Look both ways, look all ways. That over there is Steepo Deepo, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Time to do it on your own. Not the easiest way to get up.
Botsie. Immo. Diava.
Let's see.
Mustakabala nukuntunash.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Wuksa u intabadankali.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on
Bon.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull,
Segaya lama yaba.
choosing what to kill and what to spare.
Ya.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure.
Gag.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Mustakan yadafa.
When it comes to monsters, he
Kalba.
says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes
Immo.
wonders why you work so hard to keep things.
Waksa nakale zegi.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up.
Me.
He's afraid you're just a.
Immo.
But enough of that.
Girafabasco.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed, and
Girafabasco.
he's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's.
Silogo partinea falish.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall.
Waksandonia inan mahamale.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger.
Badayan analove.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes.
Zif.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understood.
Tudu baba.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Tudu baba.
Thinks you have bigger issues than your so-called hunt.
Guga.
Moog says you should go hunt for... That's the trick to traveling. Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Dead on. Dead already. Smoked! You can't wait to get out, can you? Can't rely on technology all the time. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Someone locked it solid. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. The night feels dangerous and exciting. Watch those teeth. That's the good stuff. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Keep your powder dry. A real power blade. Think of all the things you can cut with this. breathe. Keep breathing. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Back to your own stompers. You can worry about stopping later. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise... There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. He got the idea to build the Mekton when he found a big crate Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Says there's no reason to let you in on where it is. Says there's no reason to make threats. Would have told you about it sooner or later. You're one with the Myriad tribe in terms of karma. However, when an element is the tree remains intact. We'll be around. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Thinks it's great to see you out and doing things all day long. Can't understand why you don't just give up on helping. So, says you covered. Gizmo wants to help if he can. You need to help Gizmo defeat the Jumbo. You don't have long. Says you should. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you should. Finishing for now.